sending so much love and prayers to all my brothers and sisters in Israel and around the world, to every single Jewish person, especially in Israel. I'm davening for you, davening for my family and friends there, to all the Jewish people in Israel and around the world. And I wanted to hop on here and remind everyone, this is a message and a reminder for self-care. We're living right now in extremely scary times, challenging, uncertain, really scary times, just to say the least. And there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of intensity. And when we're operating from a place of fear and a place of anxiety, it's not a true place. It's not a true place. It's not an authentic place to be operating from. And when we're operating from a place of fear, we can't show up for ourselves in an authentic way. And when we can't show up for ourselves in an authentic way, in a true way, we can't serve the people around us, the people that need us, that are relying on us. We can't show up for them properly, and we can't show up to Hashem. We can't show up for Hashem. And I mean the Hashem in us, the Hashem in our brothers and sisters, the Hashem in the kids that need us, in our parents, and ultimately to Hashem, our Creator. We can't show up and do avodas Hashem in an authentic, proper way when we're operating from a place of fear. And so this is my message to everyone, to stay strong, and a reminder, what are you doing right now in these times for self-care? What are you doing to stay grounded? What are you doing to ease the anxiety, to ease the fear? And I know this was always a thought of mine, not anymore, but some people might be thinking, like, self-care right now in this time, how do I even take time for myself? We're at war. It's so selfish. It's like the least unselfish thing that you can do right now, because if you can take care of yourself, you can take care and show up for other people properly, the people that need you. And small example, when you're tired and weak and you've been, you haven't eaten all day, how can you show up and daven? I know for myself, like, if I haven't eaten all day and then I just try and say some Tehillim, it's like, wow, I can't. I need to take care of myself, put some food in my body, and then I can daven. So, I have fuel, I can fuel myself. So too with yourself. We don't take care of ourselves, we don't stay grounded, we don't use the techniques and tools that are out there for us and implement them. We can't show up for our kids, for our siblings, for our parents, for the people around us. And we can't, I'm just personalizing this, but with tefillah, I find that if I don't take care of myself properly, I can't show up and daven the way I would like to daven. And I know for me right now, a huge thing for me and for the Jewish nation as a whole is tefillah. Hashem is waiting for us. Hashem just wants to hear from us right now. He wants to hear from us. And tefillah is a huge part of this. It's a huge part of how we're going to fight this. And I know for myself, if I don't take care of myself, my tefillah it's not the way I'd like it to be. And so I'm just spreading this message because I think it tends to gets forgotten in times like this. Like, I can't take care of myself. Like, I gotta like fight this war in whatever way that is. And most of the time that's just in our head. We're fighting this war. We're like just, fighting a war in our head. And we need to really make time to take care of ourselves. So whether that's watching good content, and I don't mean the bad, gory content that they want us to watch to bring us down. That's like the opposite of Amuna. That's literally Avodah Zarah. Like, watching content that they want us to watch, gory, graphic content, so that we will lessen and weaken our Amuna in Hashem. That's the only purpose and reason to watch that. Are you going to watch some gory content and then go daven with more kavana? Is that the intention? If it is, great. If it is, kol hakavod. And if it's not, what's the intention behind watching that? Just wants to weaken us, to weaken us, to weaken our Amuna, to weaken our avodas Hashem. So be careful with what it is that you're watching. What's the intention behind watching this horrific content? How, going back to my point with self-care, you can watch, for me, I know it's so strengthening. I really don't watch social media, but I get some videos sent to me here and there through WhatsApp, and there's beautiful videos of our nation, our Jewish people coming together and dancing. That is so uplifting for me. That's so hopeful. Are you watching that content and going for walks, taking the time to daven and not, and I don't mean daven the entire Sefer Tehillim, word for word. Meditate on the words that you're saying, like the tefillah, the Tehillim, the shachris, the mincha, whatever it is that you're davening. This tefillah is so powerful. Like, Hashem is close to those who call to Him. That's just, I mean, like, really, do you believe that? Do we believe that Hashem is close to those who call to Him? So if we call to Him, if I just sit here, right here, feel His energy, feel His presence, and even talk to Him in my own words, He is close to me. He is close to me. So that's self-care right there. Davening, self-care. Going for walks, spending time in nature, meditating, breath work. Whatever it is, don't forget, this is a time to really, to take the time to self-care, and take the time, for self-care. Connect to your inner self, because when you can connect to your inner self in a calm, true, peaceful way, you can connect to the people around you that are relying on you, that need you. Then you can connect to the community that needs you, to the nation, the Jewish nation as a whole, to the entire people on this planet as a whole, and ultimately to our Creator, to God, to Hashem. We can connect to Him in pure, authentic avodas Hashem. And especially in times like this, Hashem wants us. He wants us to connect to Him. He's saying, like, he's putting His hand out, and he wants us to connect to Him. He's saying, I'm here. Just please connect to me. And everybody knows how it is that they connect to Him. And if you're having trouble connecting to Hashem right now, try and just sit with yourself. Try and just sit with yourself in silence for a few minutes. Try and pick up a Tehillim. Try and pick up a siddur. Do a good action for someone else. Try and help somebody else that's suffering. Try and be mechazik them. Somebody else that needs your help, try and help them. Try and give a smile to the people around you. Through serving others, you can come to serving Hashem, and you can connect to yourself. So there's so much that I really want to say on this topic, but right now I wanted to hop on here and just remind people, for self-care. Take time for calm and for peace and for ease, especially during these times when it's total opposite. But it's so much more important now. It's more important now more than ever to operate from a place of ease, trust, surrender, knowing that God is running the world and He has a plan. Because when we operate from a place of surrender and calmness, we can really, really make a difference and empower ourselves and empower our nation, empower the people around us, and really truly serve Hashem that way. And when we're operating from a place of fear, frantically running around, it's not productive, it's not authentic, and it's hard to do true avodas Hashem that way. And I want to leave off with a message that anybody out there that is finding themselves in need of help, in need of connection, please reach out. I'm offering free tapping sessions if you want to just know more about tapping, what EFT is, just on meditation, on how you can really be calm and present, especially in these trying times. Please reach out. I'm offering free tapping sessions. If you want to even just know more about tapping, if there's someone that you know that could benefit from it, please reach out. I'm here to help, to be of service, and we should only know of good news, and Hashem should bring Mashiach now. And I'm sending so much love, so much positive energy. Stay strong. Try and be mechazik yourself, strengthen others, because that is what we need in this time. We need to strengthen ourselves. It's not a time to get weaker. It's not a time to give up. This is a time where hope and faith is being put to test, and it's where we're going to persevere. The Haftorah that we read actually on Simchas Torah when this was all happening was about war and about perseverance. God is telling us, persevere. Don't give up. Don't give up. And whatever it is that you need to do to strengthen yourself, do it. Do it. Whatever it is you need to do. If you need to reach out, whatever it is, we need to be mechazik ourselves and the people around us now more than ever. It's not a time to give up. Hashem has a plan. We don't know it. All we know to do, all we can do, is still keep the faith, keep the hope, and daven. Tefillah is, it's the ultimate. I don't even actually still recognize the power that we have in tefillah. All I know is that I do believe in it more than I've ever believed in it in my entire life. Over the past few years, I've gotten more and more connected to tefillah. And the more and more connected I got to tefillah, the more and more I actually saw results in tefillah, which has been incredible. It's been fascinating and incredibly empowering and uplifting. But our tefillah is so important right now, and Hashem wants our tefillah. He needs our tefillah. He wants to connect to us. Our souls, our neshamas, our inner beings, our inner essence is reaching out to us and wants to connect. And that's what we can do, especially from here in Toronto. I can't go fight a war physically, but I can fight this war with tefillah, and I'm going to do that. And hopefully, and I know, not hopefully, and I know that's what the Jewish people, that's what we're doing. And with that, Hashem should hear all our tefillos, answer our tefillos for the best, and we should see Mashiach. We should all be in Israel dancing with joy. Sending so much love and so much positive energy. Lots of love.